We are going to see about the looping statements in Java. I am Dr. Jayalakshmi. In Java, some statements may be repeatedly executed. For this one, we have used the repetition statements, also called as the loops. Simply, it is called as the loops. There are three different types of loops are there. One is while loop, do while loop, and another one is a for loop. Here in this one, while and for while and for are called as a entry control loop, and do loop is called as a exit control loop. First we discuss about the while loop. While loop structure is while, condition, then the statements followed by a statement. We have to write the condition within a parenthesis. Here the while is a keyword, and the condition is evaluated first. It returns a boolean value, either it is true or false. If the condition is true, then the statement is executed. After the execution of the statement, it once again comes for the condition, and the condition is true, once again the statement is executed, and so on. If the condition becomes false, then the control comes out of the while loop. Yes, this is the control logic of the while loop. First, a condition is evaluated. If the condition is true, then the statement is executed. After the execution of the statement, once again the condition is evaluated. So this repetition process is continuously executed until the condition becomes true. If the condition becomes false, it comes out of the loop. And another one is the do while loop. This is also called as the exit control loop. Why it is called as the exit control loop? Because the condition is executed at the end of each loop. Here this is the syntax of the do while statement. Do. So do means do something. Here the something is our statement, repetition statements. While the condition. Here do and while are the reserved words. Condition is executed first. First the statement is executed. After the execution of the statement, condition is evaluated. If the condition becomes true, then once again the statement is executed. If the condition is false, then the control comes out of the while loop. Here this is the control flow diagram of the do while loop. The statement is executed first. After the execution of the statement, the condition is evaluated. If the condition is true, then once again the repetition of statement, that is the body of the loop, is executed, and condition is evaluated once again. If the condition is false, the control comes out of the while loop. When compared to the while and do while loop, if suppose there is a condition that the loop of the body is at least executed, should be executed only one time, then we have to choose the do while loop. And we can give a guarantee for the execution of this body of the loop in the case of do while loop. But in the while loop, if the condition becomes false at the first stage itself, then the body of the loop is not executed. So here the comparison of while and do while loop. So while we see in this control diagram, the condition evaluation stage position is varied. In the case of while loop, condition is evaluated first, but in the case of do while loop, the condition is evaluated at the last. That is so that it is called as a while loop is a entry control loop, do while is a exit control loop. Next loop is a for loop, and this is the syntax of the for loop. So for loop has the three expression. One is the initialization, condition, and increment or decrement. So in the cases of initialization, condition, increment or decrement, we have to separate these things by means of comma and followed by the statements, body of the statements. Here the for is a keyword. First of all, initialization is done, and after that condition is evaluated. If the condition is true, then only the body of the loop is executed. After the execution of the body of the loop, the increment or decrement operator is executed. Then once again it comes for the condition. This is the, actually we can write the same for loop using the while loop. So first initialization is done, then while condition, then statement, body of the loop, and next increment or decrement. So this is a control flow diagram of a for loop. First initialization is done, then next one condition is evaluated. If the condition is true, then the statements are executed. These statements are the body of the loop. Then after the execution of this body of the loop, increment or decrement is executed. Then once again comes for the condition. If the condition is once again true, then these two statements, body of the loop and the increment and decrement, is executed. If the condition is false, then the control comes out of the for loop. Actually, we can use the for loop in the case of, if we know the number of repetition is in advance, then we can choose the for loop statements. If the condition is number of repetition is not known previously, not in advance, then we have to choose the while loop. If we know the number of repetition in advance, then we choose the for loop. If it is not unknown previously, then we have to use the while loop. Thank you.